Right then, let's have a look. 15th is the devil, so we don't want that coming out the wrong way, do we? Well, we don't want it coming out the wrong way because that's the best way. And I know the song this time, bloody hell. It's Freddie Mercury, although it was never one of my favourite bands to be fair, but I do like some of the rock anthems. This one's, what's it called? The Old Fashioned Lover Boy, that one. So it fit for yesterday, well today because I'm doing it tonight, but you know, I started doing them the night before and it seems to be working really well, so because it's quieter and I'm not getting any interruptions. So Freddie, so the name Freddie could be important, but last time we had Freddie, remember, the Queen died, so we don't want to be tempting any fate, do we? So it could be something to do with the royals. Let's have a look. Good old fashioned lover boy. Maybe that somebody's treating you to roses and chocolates and stuff like today, last night. Well, I feel like Graham Norton, he always gets it wrong, don't he? Because doesn't he film his show on a Thursday and it goes out on a Friday, I don't know, something like that. However, since I've just brought that up, because I'm waffling again, which is why the Valentine's read took an hour, Graham may be important as well, so we'll have to see. So Freddie and Graham for starters, and good old fashioned lover boy. Let's see, shall we? What do you reckon? Do you think we'll get through this one without a cough? Oh, and that person's back. Oh, there it is. So it's the bride's side, the maternal side. Somebody got their hand on my shoulder. Always leaning over me. Right. So it is. It's the right way. So it's leaving toxicity behind. That's brilliant. No longer worried about the material things. We're not keeping up with the Joneses. We're breaking the shackles. And do you know I know why? Because we're stood on our own 2 feet. We're independent. We are emotionally and financially independent. We don't need to rely on anyone else. The white rabbit's there. Now we know that it's the year of the black water rabbit, but the rabbit's still there. The year of the rabbit, absolutely beautiful. So this year, we are going to be, or need to be, financially and emotionally independent. 9 years is mentioned because we have enemies. And that enemy may well be ourselves. Rapid communications coming in, harsh words maybe, and severing ties. Because somebody is blocking our path, somebody is deliberately trying to confuse us. The horse again, so light and the dark, the shadow and the dark. So our 2 dogs or 2 dragons that are fighting within us. Somebody has put those walls up. Look, they've fenced us in, which is very apt for in the UK because they're trying to make these 15-minute cities. So deliberately trying to block us, deliberately trying to keep us in the dark. 19, Leo energy. police, military, a gentleman possibly of darker complexion, any or all of those, or it could be a Capricorn energy. And we started with a Capricorn card. 15 is Capricorn. Capricorn cuspers are early Capricorn is late Sagittarius. Late Capricorn is early Aquarius. It is possibly a businessman and a generous and good friend. And then we have another fella, or two parts of the same man, fire sign energy, Aries. Aries cusper of any gender. So it could be early Aries, which would be Pisces, late Aries, which would be Taurus. But this is all mouth and no trousers. It's the snake in the grass. It's the one that doesn't take action. He doesn't say what he's going to do. He doesn't do what he says he's going to do, sorry. And it's caused heartache, sorrow, loss and separation. Something or someone has come between you and what you want. It may be that you're your own worst enemy, or it may be that someone else has done that. So something has failed. You wanted to do something. Maybe this was, as I said, today or yesterday, whichever way you want to take it, on the 14th. So you didn't, nothing went as planned. Things put obstacles in your way. You wasn't able to do what you wanted to do. So what's the energy for today? Let's have a look at the astrology. And we will look at the 19th because it's obviously important. So the 15th, we've got Venus conjunct Neptune. It's a day for romance, the arts, creative projects, but avoid absent-mindedness. So there you go, there's lack of clarity of mind. A good day to make financial decisions, but you must ensure you have the facts, and the moon is in Sagittarius. So it moves into Capricorn though on the 17th, which is good. Oh no, tell a lie, it moves in on the 16th, so it'll change from the 15th onwards. So that's good. So that works. And then the 19th, we've got Venus sextiles Pluto, a good day to deepen your relationship with someone special. You could make valuable changes you've been meaning to implement for a while. The moon enters Aquarius. So let's carry on then. Three weeks is mentioned, 9 years. Temporary or permanent separations, heartaches or a loss, possible minor surgery, heart issues. There's no glory in this. There's a defeat of some kind. Somebody's defeated your plans. Maybe you wanted to give that final pentacle there to make it the 10, which would be complete stability. The missing link. You see, lies, deceit and theft. Somebody is your enemy and is trying to confuse you, playing mind games, lack of success, 1 week. Yeah, you have to come out that mental prison, stop overthinking things, because that makes you your own worst enemy. Your inner child or your ego is having to come out of that trauma. Yeah, something unexpected, possibly you were infatuated with something external to your situation, be that work, romance, whatever, something coming between you and what you want, and it's rapid and unexpected. Yeah, somebody feels ungrateful or somebody feels unworthy. You reap what you sow. So what you put into something is what you'll get out. So if it's not going well, it's probably because of something that you've done, especially in the past 7 years. But don't give up, because you're more than halfway there. Comparison is not your friend. And then we've got the Pisces energy, which was mentioned in the astrology. Neptune. It is sacrificing yourself for ungrateful people, not putting your boundaries in place and not saying no. Number 12 is negative. I think that's the first major arcana we've had since. Yeah. So you have to narrow down your options and you have to stay focused. If you don't put your boundaries in place and see things from a different angle, you stay in limbo forevermore. So it's your choice. It's prisoners also, and if you're waiting for a message from spirit, it could be someone that passed through their own hand, hung, or heart attack. If so, I'm very sorry. But there is peace now, peace of mind. Somebody is at peace. You may need a day off from work or a time to heal. And there is the Ten of Pentacles. This gentleman, I believe, is bringing this lady the final piece to her puzzle, the final emotional and financial security that she needs. He is a good and generous friend, and it looks like they both admire each other. So, offering. Somebody is offering something, and someone needs to take action. There's a passion here that cannot be dampened one day. So maybe you had to put something off for a day. Some sort of delay because somebody blocked your path. Oh, there you go. Wondered when it would arrive. I don't know what it is about spirit and giving people tickly noses and coughs and stuff, but they do it all the time. It's ridiculous. Oh, so we've got L will freeze over before I apologise. That's what it's saying. It could be, again, somebody in the military, somebody in uniform, somebody with a scar on the leg, a limp, an amputation. It's Manchester. It's the horses. It's a lack of progress financially or emotionally. Because somebody's trying to keep the peace. There's the 16, what was in the astrology. Brushing things under the carpet, pretending it's not happening. Not wanting to be vulnerable. Not wanting their house of cards to fall down. It's Neptune energy, which is in the astrology. It's all over it. I just told you that, didn't I? Neptune. 16. So when we go into Capricorn. 2 minutes. So there could be arguments, accidents, people leaving home, a loss of home even. Trying to hang on to the home. And you're going to have to fight for what you want. So you won't have the luxury of this day off if you don't, if you try and hang on to something. You won't have the luxury of peace of mind because you're hanging on too tightly to something that's toxic. And that's why Spirit wants you to end this toxicity. It's come out in its own read today. You are shackled. You are being manipulated and used by something or someone. The 15, Capricorn energy. Material well-being, that's what it is. Keeping up with the Joneses and caring too much what other people think. So that will make sure that you miss an opportunity of a new home, a new life, a new career, new business, whatever it is. If you hang on to something that isn't working or you don't stand on your own 2 feet, this is never going to be any better. It's always going to be toxic. 1 year is mentioned, a missed opportunity, the chance for a new doorway, and you didn't take it. But now you have to trust in the universe, go on a new adventure. The 22nd, or number 22, massively important, positive energy. It's the dog holding you back. Remember, I was born in the year of the dog, and it's my Dick Whittington card. So he left the village with everybody laughing at him behind his back. He was and he cared a lot about what other people thought, but then he decided to break those shackles and walk away. And he went believing that the streets of London were paved with gold. He got there and he realised that he was a fool for thinking that. But the thought of what everybody would say if he returned was greater than the thought of what he didn't know, the unknown. So he went on to the unknown. And he became the Lord Mayor of London anyway. So who had the last laugh? Yeah. It's going to cost you though. There's no two ways about it. Financially, you are going to have to take a cut for you to have this new adventure, this new life, this new situation. And you may end up having enemies, a woman scorned, or someone who gives bad advice, a widow, a divorcee perhaps, or someone that needs therapy, somebody who's mentally ill, doesn't listen to spirit, or is possessed even. That's very, they've never made me say that before. There is some inner child issues here. Somebody who's damaged, somebody who seeks revenge. Aquarius energy, and we're going into Aquarius after Capricorn, remember, the Aquarius moon. This might be doing this. So it could be an Aquarius or an Aquarius cusper of any gender. The Aquarius is Capricorn, the Aquarius is Pisces. So it's not a good energy. It may be a doctor, priest or lawyer that gives bad advice because of their life experience. They're not helping. But there is some unexpected event that is positive, but for others it will be negative because they don't want to let go of their security. They don't want to take that risk. So let's have a look. You have to have faith in yourself, yeah. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Take that risk. Jump off the cliff and make your wings on the way down. 33 is a master number. Where is it? It's double the abundance, it's double the happiness if you take the risk. Yeah, and it's the 3 of Wands. With patience, your ships will come in, but it's a wonky table, so there's no stability yet. We travel. He's travelling there, the traveller. Some of us forever to seek other states, other lives, other souls. So you may have moved or want to move. These obstacles that are being put in your path will be lifted. The 9th house is the house of Sagittarius, which is where we are today. Not tomorrow. The moon's in Sagittarius today, on the 14th. And it's ruled by the planet Jupiter. It's about openness, luck and expansion. It's also about hips and thighs, weight gain, weight loss, overcoming addictions, and universities, study, learning hard lessons in life, but stronger on the other side. Destiny, fate and karma all come into play. And a view of what God may or may not be. It's the house of erudite knowledge, higher learning, lawyers, doctors, what did I say? And astrologers. It is most definitely of a higher mind and our need to unite with something greater than ourselves. It's churches, it's schools, and especially ones that are old, established and scholarly. It opposes the 3rd house of communication, which is the Gemini card, Mercury. So it represents publishing, newspapers, etc., the media, written words. So that's negative. So the doctors and the lawyers are negative, the media is negative. So if you're wanting to start a career in that and you're good at it, make sure you're a truth seeker, because there's a lot of lies here. It's planet-wide. It's open ranges and journeying and opportunity. It also represents psychics and psychic fairs, new age, counterculture and gatherings. So watch out for bogus people there. or places where offbeat people gather together for some visionary cause. It also represents the relevance of obtaining psychic information. So this read may be important. The Rosicrucians, the esoteric organisations based on ancient structures and symbolism of the ninth house. So, people who believe in the Illuminati, the Freemasons, stuff like that. With this card, it's time to consider your impending plans in the broadest terms. It means you will have to go outside of your ordinary life to achieve it. So you can't keep hanging on to the old way of doing things. It's not going to work. Long distance travel, journeys and voyages to unknown places may figure in. The ninth house is the house of explorers and pilgrims, where there is a quest or a destination. It is where we seek guidance and understanding. The possibility of returning to school and furthering your education may be likely in the near future. The most mundane meaning behind the ninth house card is travelling to distant places. But that's being blocked by someone. Usually when this card appears, the reason is for knowledge or broadening your understanding. There will be a desire to visit places of arcane wisdom and knowledge, where you can expect the history behind the area to be very well documented. The journey will be an unplanned one, of deep and mysterious exploration. Scriptures or religious books may figure in. There will be a longing to connect with something greater than your individual self. Occasionally, this card indicates a temporary disconnect, what did I say? Separations from close family, where you will depart from your known life to another one as a pilgrim or a seeker. The Church of Rome, so Catholics, is represented by the ninth house and also represents alternative religions like modern paganism, Wicca, a sutra and so on. If your question is about love, one or the other person needs their freedom, breaking those shackles. There won't be any commitment anytime soon. In short, this card indicates that you are about to depart on an important journey. It may be an outward voyage or it may be an inward one. Either way, you will be changed through this process. This card has to do with what has been tried and tested and what is already established. No matter how expansive or broad-minded, it will be rooted in the traditional. So, divine timing's at work because it's the Three of Wands. Patience. And there, 16, Caridian. So she got in her own way, didn't she? She was her own worst enemy. She really was. We know the story. She stirred the shit pot. Transformation, knowledge and magic. So 16 is very important because we've got it twice. So the day after today, I'm confusing myself now because it's actually the 14th, the night time. I'm doing the video. So the day after tomorrow or the 16th could be important because it's mentioned more than once. Get that right. So Sheridan is known as a shape-shifting underworld goddess. She is said to stir her cauldron, making her herbal magical brews, and legend tells of Gwion, a boy left in charge to stir the cauldron potion, who accidentally, so accidents, splashed it, and he sucked the 3 drops off his thumb from the potion, and was bestowed with knowledge, which is the Sagittarius energy, magic, and the goddess's shape-shifting skill. She was fuming and chased Gwion. They both shape-shifted into many manner of animals to escape until eventually Gwion was eaten by Sheridan. But his life force was that strong that it merged with hers and she became pregnant with his essence. Sheridan could not bear to keep the child, but he was a beautiful one, so she bundled him off and set him upon the water, where he was later found and adopted. So someone who's crossed water who was adopted, maybe. It is said that he grew up to be the famous Taliesin, the most famous wizard of them all. On drawing Sheridan's card, a transformation is very likely. If you're not already beginning one, first it is necessary to gather all the correct ingredients and place them in the mixing pot. So, a time for a day off and getting prepared, because you're not prepared. That's what they're saying. It's time to get prepared. Being careful to ensure that everything is in place and in its correct order, which may mean certain astrological points, and we've been told of those. So 15th, 16th to the 19th. But we was also told in previous reads, weren't we, the 20th to the 24th is important. So we must prepare now. Which may mean certain astrological points which they've given us. They've given us Pisces, they've given us Neptune, they've given us, what was the other one? Was it Jupiter? They've given us Sagittarius, Capricorn, Leo, Chiron. So you'll know if they're in your chart. Look at your chart. It's really important when you listen to my reads or watch my reads, that you know your own chart. I've asked you to do it before. Or to know what the astrology is doing at the minute. Find out. It's not hard. Where am I? I'm waffling because they're on a proper high and they want to get me to do it. They're rushing and I can't keep up with them. So the correct ingredients and place them in the mixing pot. Being careful to ensure that everything is placed at the correct time, which may mean certain astrological points in time. Also, transformation can be welcome and sometimes not, but one thing remains certain: you will not be the same afterwards, and this is usually a good thing, no matter how you might perceive it at the time. So even if you don't like it, it is for your greater good. Just as a story on shapeshifting goes, so too is it important to shapeshift or be adaptable to every different situation. What in your life can you apply this to? And where do you need to adapt or adopt a different way of being? Look at each situation and decide, can I see this from a different angle? Why am I getting stressed about it? Be patient. What qualities you need most to navigate your way through? Because they told us, didn't they? Our biggest weapon is staying calm. It's about thinking and doing things differently in order to obtain a different outcome. What magic will you put into the cauldron? Ceridon is also the moon goddess, and it is the moon that she talks about, the moon phases. Ceridon is also known as the moon goddess, another significant sign of the cycles and changes, and the moon changes every 2.5 days. Everything is in a state of flux. The only constant is in life is change, and as time roll with the flow. Look at yourself and your life and see what needs to change, needs to move, needs to grow. Let it in. Don't resist it. This is a gift of change. What are you ready to create? And it's a period of 3 days because they've given us the wonky table. So 15th, 16th, 17th, maybe. Or we're preparing for that time period between the 20th and the 24th. So that's that done. Where are we? Because they've got me so hyped up. What do we usually do? I know. I check. So I think you're getting me now, but I feel sorry for the newcomers because when I get like this, I act slow and I act steady, and yeah, you'll just have to go back on me Aldens and if you don't understand what I'm saying, because I do often repeat myself and try and let you know how to interpret my reads, because they're not easy and I ain't got time to sit around and tell you all about them. So 52, and the Traveller, you can't make it up. So there he is, the Traveller in all his glory. Is quite good looking there, Traveller. So you're going on a journey, within or without, and it can't be put off. 56. 3 days, 56. The Traveller. Here. So, the flames from the fire can be seen from the mountain summit as it gets dark, so you can see where you're going. The vision is ever changing from the valley, so maybe somebody's trying to block your view. These are times of constant changes, of experimenting new things. The untiring traveller will walk on decisively towards his goal, to the unexpected and the unknown, feeling life in his interior, so going with his gut. That's what the traveller does. Well done, Spirit, spot on a dog's whatnot. And he's done well, he's done really well. And here he is again saying, be calm. The calmness of the mountain is repeated in the other mountains. So two immovable objects. Hell will freeze over before we apologise. Their great masses transmit peace and silence. Their time is non-existent, so maybe a truce. Let us find a quiet and meditative moment, the day off. All houses are temporary. Let us observe the present, so just for 3 days, because the moon phase is 2.5. Maintain oneself in contact with one's interior, your gut instinct, and renew your strength before you undertake the journey. So 3 days of rest, maybe 4, because we've got 4 swords there. Before you undertake this journey, you need to be prepared. Brilliant, Spirit. How good are you? Oh, and it's fear. Oh, I don't think that's what it's called. I'm sure I make it up as I go along, you know, sometimes. I know what I mean. You should know what I mean by now. There, just past it. Bugger. There it is. I mean, it looks like an F. It definitely looks like an F, and then they give it a name like Ansus. Fast changing situations to be expected when the rune Azuz is drawn. So be alert, be aware, expect the unexpected. You may find yourself in a set of new circumstances with few clues about the correct way in which to proceed. So you're in the dark. However, even though the conscious mind may be at a loss, your unconscious knows better and will use dreams and strange coincidences to communicate guidance. The rune may also suggest the influence of a helpful advisor. What did I say? Will become a prominent feature in your life. Very soon, this person is likely to be a male. There he is, a good friend. With a great deal of worldly experience, and is probably an older generation. The spoken word and the powers of persuasion are the basic meaning of this rune. It should be remembered that the runes are in themselves words of power, so spells, that, as the Song of Odin states, can make fetters fall from the feet and bonds, my God, which is where we started. You beauty, Astral DJ. So breaking the shackles, freeing yourself. The fetters fall from your feet and bonds burst from your hands. Thus the appearance of answers ensures that you can use your wits and verbal dexterity to remove yourself from restraints if you know or can learn the correct way to go about it. The God rune aspect of answers should not be ignored. A religious influence may be felt in some way. So you might have a religious experience or an encounter with spirit. Or you could feel touched by the cosmic force. Absolutely bloody brilliant. The inverted meaning, of course, is the loss of voice. So feeling like you can't speak. Maybe, like I said, the internet might go down and we won't be able to contact people. This may be literally, sir, a case of laryngitis. Well, that could be right for me. I'm going to do this then. I'll just have to write it all down. Or, in more symbolic sense, you will not be able to make yourself heard. Problems with communication in general are highlighted. Letters and documents may go astray, and you could find yourself somewhat isolated for a while. There could also be hitches when travelling. So what did I say? Delays in travel, 3 to 4 days. Or your thoughts could become confused. Problems with parents or older people in general are likely. So like I said, somebody's trying to block you. Somebody is deliberately playing mind games and trying to confuse you. So, bang on, Spirit. Well done. One day you are going to have to tell me what your name is. It's no good. I know you like this astral DJ thing, but seriously. What do we usually do after? Oh yeah, the goddess card. I don't know why he's so excited. He's really excited. I mean, you can tell because I'm usually half sleep, aren't I? Or bloody, especially just lately. I bet Elaine's wetting herself out there, wherever she is. Don't think I've given her any new sayings today, though. Oh my word, Demeter. The mother. The mum's at it. Could be pregnancies. I don't know. The divine feminine. Elle does freeze off her when she loses her daughter, doesn't it? Big frost. Elaine, you don't need any more snow, so let's hope not here. She's a major goddess, so let's have a look what she knows. There she is, Demeter. So, Demeter rules fertility, growth and change. Change is often accompanied by loss. What did I say? So we've got heartache, sorrow and loss, wherever it's gone. Where's that 3 of Swords? There it is. Heartache, sorrow and loss, which Demeter suffered. Which is why we all tend to resist changes, which is the Tower in reverse, resistance. Lost that as well now. You saw it, didn't you? So the Tower in reverse is resisting something and hanging on for grim death, hoping that it'll stay the same, and it's not going to. Resisting change and cling desperately to what we know. However, change is part of life and a natural cycle of things. To resist is to stagnate. Demeter is a fertility goddess, and this card asks the question, what is trying to be born in you? It might be a new attitude or quality, a new direction, a change of job, or an actual physical birth. Demeter is a nurturer and protector. Drawing this card means that you need to nurture and protect yourself, especially if you are facing changes in your life. If you draw this card and you are depressed, take heart, because this is a sign that your sorrow will pass in the natural way of things. Those this too shall pass. It's only a moment in time. Absolutely bloody brilliant. Round of applause, Spirit. Thanks for listening. Speak soon.